going on, guys? Bit of a random video today. There's not a lot we can do because we don't have our mods in yet, so I'm still looking at coilovers as we speak. I think I'm about to order these now. I think I found the ones I want. Greg's still waiting for brake pads or brake calipers or something, so it's basically, I'm just going to head into Super Cheap and have a look there because I think I'm going to buy a clay bar. I want to try and clay bar the car, but I also want to find out what's best for removing swirl marks in paint, because I've got a pretty bad case of swirls in there at the moment. So gonna cruise over there and have a look, and then we're gonna wait till Greg finishes work, because Greg's pretty good at photography. So that cover art that you've seen of my car and Greg's car, Greg took that probably 2 years ago when we first got our cars, kind of thing. So the idea is this afternoon we're gonna head over there and see if we can recreate that photo now that our cars have been modded. So that'll be probably not till about 3 o'clock, so it's about lunchtime now, so I'll probably go get some food, head into Super Cheap, and we'll go for a bit of a cruise. Oh, I'll show you these coilovers I'm looking at. So I found 2 sets. So these are a set that I found on Just Jap, thanks to some guys from the New South Wales 86vsGTI club. Told me to check out Just Jap, and I found these ones. They're $12.99, and they were the ones I was actually going to go for because they're made by BC, but the availability is 30 to 45 days. One does not simply have time for that. So I managed to find these bad boys from a Australian importer. So they're a little bit cheaper, $11.99, $100 cheaper, but they're not really, like the Blitz ones are made by BC, so at least they're a name brand. But I'm not waiting a month for them. And these are yellow speed coilovers, so I don't know what they are, never heard of them. I think so. This is the Predator monitor you probably would have seen in a couple of videos back. So this here, I've had a question about the tower, the HP tower, and its specs. So let me see if I can bring, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's essentially the i7 6700, 6700K I'm pretty sure it is, 8 core. It's got 16 gig of RAM and the GT86vsGTI NVIDIA 4 gig worth of dedicated graphics on it. So it's a bit of a rig, it goes pretty well, so quite happy with it. That was one of the guys requested that I do a bit of a snippet on the specs of the computer, so there it is. So now let's go for a cruise.
Alright guys, we're at 200 subscribers. I know that isn't many for many people, but absolutely wrapped, to be honest. So on this week, we are just doing a cruise video. So I've also got another plan for, I'm going to do my rotors for my brakes, and I've also got to get some brake pads at the same time. I'm going to do the front ones. I'm going to have a look how bad the rear ones are, and determine if I need to replace them. So me and Lee at the moment are just going down to the car wash wash the cars and go and take a photo. Actually, if you haven't seen it already, at the top of our YouTube channel there's a photo that I took. Basically it's a light painting photo, so we're going to try and replicate it now that the cars have had a couple of mods done to them. See, there he is. See what he's got. That's what happens when you take on a Golf. So we've got another track day coming. Be about 3 weeks away. So I've got to buy another action camera. We've currently got the Sony action cam, the AS200. The reason why we got this over the GoPros is basically the low lights are unreal on them. Oh, son of a bitch.
Alright, so here we are, pretty much where it all started. Hey Greg?
It is, mate.
So this is where we took the photo that you'll see.
It's on our cover, yeah, it's on the cover.
YouTube cover of mine and Greg's car. This is where we took it. It was a bit more cloud that day.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a lot darker than that photo seems to make it look.
Yeah, the original photo was a long exposure photo, it was 30 seconds. We did a little bit of light painting to bring the cars back in.
But Greg's really into his photography and he's pretty good at it, so he's had all this gear for like 4 years. That's why we were able to make videos with this camera gear.
I find photography really challenging. You're like, there's so many different ways to take a photo, and in a way it's artistic, so trying to get the right photo for the right, the right feel for a photo. And I think that's what we accomplished on the first one, so I'm hoping this one does come out the same. Similar, yeah. Like, we don't have the cloud cover, which is going to be the biggest issue. Getting that colour, that's the biggest thing. The sky, it's got movement in it from the long exposure, and the colour reflected by the sun. So we'll give it a go.
I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. The idea is that we're revisiting the spot now. The cars have had some mods.
Yeah, it's mid-mod,
and try and get a photo similar, but not the same, because the cars aren't exactly the same either.
No, spot on.
But
that's what I mean. That's the thing about photography. You've got to work with what you've got.
Yeah, you'll work it out.
Yeah.
But you're probably wondering why Greg's down there and I'm up here. It's
true representation of height.
That's us standing on the same level, and that's how short Greg is. Well,
I'm
Greg's not
height.
short.
Yeah, I'm normal height. You're just
I'm 6'4" or something.
You should probably know your height.
And if I just step off the curb here.
See, this is a normal height. Welcome back to reality, Lee.
This is how we usually film videos. Greg will be standing on bricks.
Yeah.
Or I'll be crouched down, just so it doesn't look how it just looked, because it's weird.
Yeah, it is really odd. It's just all about the framing on it.
But now I'm standing on the concrete, and Greg's.
I'm on the
You're on the curb.
Yeah.
But we'll get into taking the photos and see if we can reproduce it.
Do it.
Alright, so I'm just at home now editing the video and realised that we forgot to do a sign off, but essentially Greg's gone home, he's over there editing the photos we took, and once they're done he'll put them up on Facebook. So if you haven't headed over and liked our Facebook page, the link's in the description below. Head over there, give us a like, and you better check out the photos once he's done. This video will be up in about an hour, hopefully. A little bit different, like we said. It was pretty much a fill-in video just to show you what we get up to while we're waiting for some of our mods to come in. Next week should be, hopefully, if I get my coilovers, it'll be my coilovers, but we'll see how long they're going to take to get here. Hopefully you like this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Remember to comment if you feel like it, and subscribe. Thanks guys. Peace out.